is a standalone recorder, kind of small footprint, about the size of the palm of my hand, which is one of the reasons I really like it, and one of the reasons I've kept it, despite my recent slate of trying to get rid of some things. So it has HDMI in and out on the back panel, as well as a power source. Also has a connector for capturing component video and audio through a dongle that uses a proprietary connector. So I had thought that I was done with that. This is a suit chipset. Yes. Let me check out what I've got for neuromods. I have one, right? But as it is, I am going to be keeping my PlayStation 3. So I will actually have need for that adapter. And I hope I can actually find it now that I think about it. I think I have adapters, component adapters for that. And maybe the Razer Ripsaw. And maybe the LG, maybe the AverMedia live camera stream. So I probably have a few devices that, yeah, I'm just going to have to go through all of them. On the front panel, the VG0020 has three 3.5mm input and output jacks, one for line in, one for mic in, and one for line out. So I really like recorders that have those front panel connectors, because generally it means that I can fully utilize it as a standalone device, or just hook different audio connections that I need in directly through the device without having to go through the PC or my hardware mixer or come up with some really janky. Why is that doing that? Is that a graphical? So either that's a glitch, oh well. I had hopes that maybe that was a false wall or something. It's apparently not the case. I thought you said I was only off to calibrate. Holy cannolis! And if you want to know if the hair on the back of my neck is standing up, it most certainly is. What is going on here? So is this really just a screen that I'm looking at? I can't proceed through it. Did he just bamf out of my... Ah, man, I hate how those things are one kill hits. And that was just a totally uncalled for game sequence. I think maybe what I need to be more focused on is getting my psychotronic thing up and stealing his powers. So we're going to try that. Probably going to get schooled again. So yeah, so I am using those front panel connectors today to connect over to my hardware mixer, where I have interconnected my LG 330 headset, and I'm using the hardware mixer as a go-between to send over my microphone input to the recording device and get the in-game audio directly out of it into my headset. So I can actually hear the game while I'm playing it. Okay, so let's get a game save here, closer to this event. Okay, now we know the jump scare that's coming. So I wonder if I'm here, then the mimic is through there. Let's get him on tape. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on, get the research done, come on. Wrap it up, wrap it up. More specimens required. Okay, let's kill the... Nicely done. I think it's full. I don't know what just happened. I think I swapped some stuff out. What has he got? I definitely want that expired plasma bag, so... Now I'm hoping that time has stopped while I'm in here. Is there some extraneous stuff that I don't know? Well, number one, I can definitely use get my health back up. That should allow me to grab this remaining thingy. Okay. So the goo gun in the past has actually not worked very well as the be-all end-all to taking one of those things down. Now what worries me is the indication that that means that they can dimensionally hop somehow. I don't think I need to break all of these glasses, because all that happened when I did that was I was able to get through to the other side. I'm kind of curious what will happen if I do break it, though. It stops that. So a different way to get through that would have just been to break the glass and not allow the thing to come through, right? But then I wouldn't have got that research done. Huh. And there's a thing back here. Yeah, so I am using the Behringer Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer as well today. Like I said, as a kind of as a audio switchboard, if you will, to get some audio in and audio out, and it's always helpful to use for that purpose. It's kind of like having an audio patch panel. So one of the things I'm doing differently today on the VG0020 is I am just going to record straight through. So as I've mentioned the last couple recording sessions, one one particular limitation of the VG0020 is that, no, I didn't say do that. Is that, it does have on the front panel port, it has a USB port, but okay. And it can, via that USB port, take USB storage devices, specifically USB thumb drives. I don't think it'll take a portable USB drive. Oh, it's a good thing I did a quick save. But it will take an external power drive, which would be nice to connect to it. However, the big limitation it has is whatever storage you have hooked to it has to be in FAT32 or exFAT file system format. So it has a max... Really? It has a max file size limit of 2 gigabytes, which is about 18 to 23 minutes of recording time, all depending on the size of your video source. So recording Prey the last few days, I've only gotten file sizes of about 18 minutes, so, or file sizes that give me about 18 minutes of, really? Now, I was sprinting when I moved there, so it feels like the thing is like rigged to always zap me when I come through, rather than being in an actual pattern of arc. Or maybe it is in a timed pattern, and I just need to wait to see the arc come by. So on reloads, I will say one thing about Prey is, okay. So I kind of want to run to avoid the arc, but I also kind of want to see if it is rigged, now that I've waited. Okay, so maybe it's not rigged. Are there any other... I don't think there are any other offices to get in through there. So, so the last couple days what I had been doing is I had been... So there is value in going through and searching all of these areas in this game, so rather than just head, and this is part of the thing where I'm starting to bog down, because what was that? See, I also don't particularly want to encounter any resistance going through here either. That's going to slow me down. Flammable oxygen. Very cool. So what I'm doing differently today is I had been recording shorter sessions and trying to set a timer on my Google Home to warn me. First of all, that didn't work because I guess the recording source that I'm going through, like I said, is generating larger file sizes than I normally than I anticipated, and I'm only getting about 17 or 18 minutes of video instead of 20. So rather than do that, today I'm just going to try just recording straight through, and that's going to chop it up into I don't know, probably 2 or 3 files for a 45-minute play session, which is what I have my Google Home alert set to now. Okay. So the 2 key cards I got, one of these gives me access to the office, and one of them gives me access to that other thing. that other space that I was in. Psychotronics. Let's go ahead and head into the Guts lab. Okay, I don't know what that means, really. That was not a manual override. I thought it was. Is there anywhere around here that I could recalibrate my scope? Maybe this screen? Anthrophantasmus. Containment shield. Come on, I don't want to open a containment shield. Containment shields are meant to contain things. We don't like opening containment shields. Maybe one's already open. So I wonder if this voice, I need to look this up on IMDb, I'm wondering if this is, I